So hello and welcome to the last video in Unit 1 HTML. That doesn't mean from now on we're not going to use HTML. In fact, in every single lesson that involves actual coding, we're going to be using HTML in some form or the other. So we are going to be making a portfolio similar to this. Obviously, use your own photo, use your own name, use whatever you want here. Don't do that. And yeah, you can put whatever you want. Uh, yeah, I used to know Python, I don't know it anymore, so I fixed that. And it's gonna have multiple pages. It's gonna have links that actually go there. Oh, what did I do? And it's gonna have separate pages which have their own links to other places. Bicycle, in case you don't know what cycling is. And contact me, which we're going to use mail to. I'm actually going to show you this. I don't think I showed you it before, but the mail to function, you can have some other stuff in it. So, somewhere in the Pacific Ocean, I'm in New Zealand. So, like, say my name's John Smith. Sorry for anyone whose name is actually John Smith. Your message. Let's go. Hello there. How are you? And then when you press submit, if you've got a default mail app, that means it should work. Oh, here we go. And oh, I don't want you seeing my press. Yep, so just show up like this. I don't want you to see like my personal email or stuff which is back there. But I'm fine with you seeing this. This is fine. So it'll just show up like this. My name equals to my message, whatnot. Yeah, so if you like it or if you don't like it, oh well, too bad you have to like it. Yeah, this is this is. So that's how the mail to function works. Um, I'll show you that now actually. Go back to home. If we go into here, contact, so you can have form, it's a form, and action mail to at my email, method post, and type text plain, label, your name, and then that's just a label that's showing. That's the label that's up here showing your name is. And then there is, yep, your input, type, text, name, my name, next label, don't forget to add BR. Next label, your message, because the next one is your message, rows 2, columns 30. You could change this to, I don't know, 200 if you want for whatever reason. 200, 300, but it gets big fast. You don't want that, do you? So just leave it at 230, or you could change it. So this is a text area. Okay. And then don't forget your BR and then input type submit and close off your form. And it'll just look like this. So pause the video. I know you're going to hate this, but pause the video and see whether you can make this. If you get stuck, you can resume it, but don't cheat. That takes the fun out of it. So, let's say by some miracle you didn't cheat. Let's get rid of this. Let's close this off. Not on answers. I don't want you guys cheating again. So we're gonna go and create our new folder, 5, uh, portfolio. And then in here, we're gonna add our index.html. Wow. Then let's just quickly pull this up. Where's this coming from? Okay. It's coming from something else. um, oh nice, it was automatically up here. Maybe it's because I set it up before, so I save time. But look, I'm wasting time now, so let's add our other files as well. Contact.html. And also, what was that? Hobbies.html. So you can add multiple things if you've got that space over there. So yeah. So as long as you've got that little space, the video will be good. Enter. And if you look there, okay. Shoot. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, that's because I've been wasting our time. Sorry. Here's a very useful hint. Don't listen to everything you hear on the internet, especially not what I say. Touch. Now I've got all this. I have a feeling all of my code is gone. Let's just check that. If anybody asks. Oh, no, it's not gone. Okay, good. So, obviously, you need to have our stuff there. So, HTML. Our title is not going to be document. I'm going to call it Vishesh's site. But since your name probably isn't Vishesh, that means you shouldn't call it Vishesh's site. You should call it put your name, please. Okay, so in your body, what have we got in our site? Back at the home page, we've got, do you know how we've got it like this? We've got a table element here. This table, if I show you, if I may, here, this is our table. So we've got our table here, and inside our table, we've just got our tail body, obviously, and we've only got one row with two columns. We sorry. So if you remember how to do that, table t body, and then table row. We've only got one row here. That's image source me.png. I could have thought of anything better but than me.png, but I thought, why not me.png? What could possibly go wrong? Alt a picture of fish. Great. Also, in this case, like the picture might get quite big. Die. Picture might get quite big. Like if we. Has anybody actually remembered Shift Alt C? Don't. I don't know anybody who can remember that. See, it gets. Oh, okay, so our picture isn't showing up. What's happening there? Do you see the problem? Because I don't see the problem. Oh, I see it now. There is no me.png. Steal this boy. Move it here. Now we got me.png. Now it should show up. Anyways, besides that incredibly embarrassing. See, the picture, it gets quite big. Gets very big. Especially if it's like a high quality image, it gets really big. And if it's low quality, it gets really small. But we don't want it to be this big. This is horrendous. This is absolutely horrendous. We want it to be small. Small boy. So we can change our size over here, if you remember. Width 500. Height 500. Thank you. And that's it. Let's get rid of the grade. That was a joke. So this alt text is what happens when the picture doesn't load. As you saw, like when it didn't load, you can go back and see it. I'm too lazy to redo that. Do you see what's missing? I haven't put it in TD. Control X. Really? Here we go. And then another TD. What have we got over here? Now it's small. That's good. So we've got a H1, a EM, which is emphasis text uh, inside our P. We've got some emphasis text. It's essentially just italic text. I have no idea why I used EM. Just use I. It's shorter. Look at this. This is horrendous. I don't know why I used it here. Just use P. Use P. P is better. Use I for emphasis if you want italics. Or if you want to use emphasis, sure, go ahead. I'm not saying anything against it. I just realized I am saying something very much against it. Do what you want. So we've got H1 and then we've got two P elements. So that's not too hard. H1. No, that's not what I want. P and another P. So in H1 you've got site because it's up. Whoopsies. And then here you've got your text. I for italics and sorry. Inside here you have and then put nice. I can't even spell my own name. So if we save this and if we check it out, wow. But you notice there's a gap here. Please stop. There's a gap, but there is no gap here. It's all squished up. This is a cell spacing element. Yes, I know I'm evil. I've forced you to do this without teaching you about this. So this means there'll be 20 pixels of space in between here. I'm sorry. Cell spacing 20, which just goes inside table. What's up? Why is it? It is, yeah, it's inside our table. Sorry. Whole spacing equals to 20. And that's it. I don't want any of that stuff just yet. Now if we go look over here, we've got a horizontal line without cheating. Do you know how you get that? That's right. It's HR. Mm, education, you can add whatever places you went to inside your list, unordered list, UL. Did I teach you this? I think I did. H2. Education. Unordered list. You know how to use these, right? 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 List item. Mm, okay. Well, you know how to do it now. I realized we don't need these. We can just link them in here. Uh, dates. Let's just use this. Let's just do it the way I've told you. So to start our list item, you can just have our link. Href. What all schools did I go to? I went to Lodestar, Edendale. Anyways, and yeah, so once you're done, you can move on with. No, there is no HR. There's no HR. Yeah, there's no HR. Then we get onto our table. So this is another table. T body. TR. But with what we've learned, we can actually get better than just this. Since we know how to use table header, don't we? Yes, we know how to use table header. So let's use table header. Uh, Wrong way. Oh well, too bad. This is where AI gets really useful because it's going to get quite long. Use agent. Agent's good. So what I'm actually going to do, just gonna copy off these dates and I'm gonna paste them into here. Now, hence the thanks. So when AI takes over, they won't kill me. Hopefully. So now he's going to go ahead and put all of those in. Now I just need to quickly go through and check it. Make sure you check through it because otherwise you might have some problems with false information. So I've seen that this is pretty good. So I'm just gonna keep all edits once he's done. Keep and done. And your entire table it's completed just like that. Nice and easy. Now if we go check it out, um, we've got our stuff up here. But do you see the problem? Do you see the difference? Here it's nice and spaced out. Here it's not. Do you remember? Cell spacing. This is, again, 10. So everything from now onward, we're just going to add cell spacing 10. 10. And yeah, that's our table. I believe that's an HR after that. Yep. Then skills. Oh, for these, you could just copy them off random places of the internet. Just search up star emoji. And then you can just click on it and copy it off. So you just copy. Yeah, it's nice. It's very useful. So that's what we're going to have to do next. We're going to create a table. Put our skills, our insane built different skills. So obviously, if you know any other code, I mean, feel free to add this. Like, I know JavaScript, HTML, Python, and CSS. So if you know anything other than what I'm teaching you right now, HTML, that means feel free to put it in. And if you don't want to put code, put whatever you want. So again, that's just up to you. So I've just added my skills in here. If you want, you can just put all poop for stuff you don't know if you want. Like Python, it's really nice, but I've forgotten it. I should really need to go back and refresh my memory. Would be nice. So that's basically it. Except you've just got this horizontal line, my hobbies that contact me, and then you can add a copyright if you want. You can not add a copyright if you want. It's up to you. I'm gonna add a copyright. So horizontal line, not hobbies. Hold up. It is. Oh wait, I can just use A. Hobbies.html. Hobbies. And a href contact.html. And that's contact. Then HR. Oh, here we go. Copy. And then 25. Yep. So once you've done that, we can move on to our next files, hobbies and contact. This shouldn't be too hard. Because if we look at our nice one, because if we look at our hobbies file, it's not a lot. It's just what seems to be a H2 and an ordered list. And then it's just a H2. Why is it not working today? Go. Then we got ordered list, which is just OL, list item, obviously. So I click I like cycling, that's why. And save. And yeah, that's it. Refresh this. Go down to hobbies. And yeah, that's it. Now for contact. We haven't actually got anything in that file, but do you remember what I taught you? Well, if you don't, you might want to remember because you guessed it. Gonna ask, pause the video and see whether you can do it yourself. So you should have something like this with our header. You don't have to put an H3, even I don't know why I put an H3, it just felt like it. Then you can have your unordered list with our phone number, not applicable, haha. Very funny. Happy? Fixed it. So hopefully you'd remembered the form or you'd gone back and done it. But hopefully you've done this and you've tested it and it should have worked. And after that, you're just done. That's it. You're done. You can go show this off to your friends if you want, because you've made your own portfolio. Now we're going to add this to GitHub, and I'm going to show you something that you can do with this in GitHub. Get into our repos, new repo or repository if you want to call it that. Let's call it HTML portfolio. Description, we don't need a description, and create repository. I'm tired. Git init, git it, nice one. Nice one. Git commit, edit all files, and git push. Well, I'm done. And once it's done, everything should show up. Probably should be done. Not quite. Still not quite. Not just yet. Almost. There we go. That should work. Go to here. Got all of your stuff. You can make this public and have its own URL. So you go into settings, pages, deploy from a branch, select master, which is our branch, save it. Watch what happens. Go back into, if you can go back into code. When it loads, there should be a little orange dot. Click that. Go to details. Or you can just go to Actions. Summary is easier for my brain, so I like summary. So you can see what's doing. So it's completed building, but huh? Hold up. That's a bug. I can report that. Here we go. Now if we go to here, your code is public. How cool is that? Okay, this video has been dragging on for far too long now. So in the next lesson, we're going to start with CSS. So for all of that and more, see you in the next lesson.